That's weird because I mean you're not. What are you on? Just like an extended spring break?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Well, autumn break if you think about it that way.
Right.
Yeah. So we've got our 2 weeks, and then we've got another 10 weeks work, and then 2 weeks again. That's pretty much how we work. Our main holidays are at the Christmas time, when it's nice and summer.
Yeah.
All right. So let's put this link in. Okay, if you go to the link that's in the core, which is the one that Effect put on before, which is the multiverse portals, wiki command reference.
Let's see. Oh, got it. Yep.
All right. This is the way I remember everything, by remembering nothing and going all the way to the wiki every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to number 6, the create portal section. Okay. Okay, so where is it? Okay, so they got here how to create your portal. And basically we can actually set the position in the world, as well as just the world itself. So if we go slash MVP create whatever the portal name is, and then put W world name, that's what we did before, and that gave us a link to the spawn point of that world. But if we don't want to spawn in that spawn point all the time, and we want to get a specific point, we can do that by using the E world XYZ section. Sorry, I'm hearing some feedback.
From me? Is that from me?
I think so. There's some people talking in the background.
I'll mute.
Better, thanks.
Okay. Or something like that. Does it require blood work?
Yeah, it's over there talking. I don't know who that is.
Are you still hearing it?
Yeah.
Then it's us. Hold on.
There we go. All right, sorry about that. All right, so yeah. So if I go back to the world, and let's make up 2 little tiny blue boxes. Oh, I've got to go game mode 1, might help. Game mode 1. Okay, so Sir Isaacs, would you like to come over to in front of elementary or over this section here and make a nice little blue box that we can walk into? And you can make another one over here. If someone would like to come over here. Kevin. Over here. All right, he's on it. Okay, so that is cool. And what we'll do is we're going to make 2 portals that go in those sections there. So you go from one to the other, basically. All right. And what we'll do is we'll make it that you have to walk inside it to portal, and then when you come back, you'll end up beside it. Otherwise, you'll end up in an infinite loop, which will be fun. Now we've got to see who the good TARDIS builders are. Alrighty. You could tell he's not a Doctor Who fan. The blue box.
Blue box.
Blue box. Okay, it needs to be a box. Like that. We've got to be able to walk into it, basically. There we go. There we go. Wow, bad me. All right. So what we're going to do there is, okay, we've got to be able to walk into it. So only make a door. There we go. All right, so there's our 2 TARDISes. They're beautiful. And now what we're going to do is create them. So I'm just going to take these off here. So that's the section you select, and that's the other section you would select to select the box. And remember, we type in /world. Who's going to do this one? Sir Isaac, would you like to select this one? And I'll then put oopsie. Oopsies are fun. And I'll just put in the command with dots in front of it so it doesn't run. Create TARDIS 1. Now this time I'm going to put in, oh, I haven't worked out the coordinates yet, have I? So we'll go over here and work out what the coordinates are. It is weird having you muted, I must admit. Okay, so we'll make that where we're going to place it. So I'll just put that there.
So what you said / world?
Yeah, hang on. What we're going to do is this. Hang on. Okay, so it's going to be MVP create, and then TARDIS 1, and then it's going to be E, and then the name of the world is Mindfair, and then it's the coordinates, which I'm about to work out what they are.
Are you're doing this in game or?
Yeah,
Okay,
see in
got
game there?
Yep.
All right, the coordinates are 3. Okay, coordinates are 8154103. So that's the coordinates there. So that should take you, when you walk in there, it'll take you to this spot here. It'll work?
Wait, I didn't do anything yet. So I'm just using that XYZ. MVP create TARDIS 1.
Mm-hmm.
Actually do the E : Mindfair :
Yeah.
814 space
What's that?
4.
Commas. So it's 814 comma
Oh, you have
4.
to use commas here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
You must have world
Ooh.
edit selection to do this. So did I not? Do I need? So how do I get world edit on again?
Oh yeah. Type / wand.
I mean, it's
/ what?
Wand.
Oh, wand.
WAND. Yep.
I got you. I was doing something else. Okay, so I'm doing the 2 spots now. Boom.
Yep. And remember, click with the other button to get the position 1, position 2.
Yep. Okay, got it. Now do that other part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You must have a world
Yeah,
edit
they-
selection. Did select it, I thought.
Did it say pos 1, pos 2 when you selected it?
It says position, a second position. Oh, that was the second position again. So I don't know what it just did. Wait, let me try that again. Can I start over if I
Yeah.
do it again?
Yeah, always.
Okay. But now it's not choosing section anything. All right. Second position set, but what about the first position?
Use the other button.
Okay, first position set, second position set. Okay, new portal TARDIS created and selected.
Okay, test it out.
So what did it?
Well, it worked.
In you go. Hey.
Okay, so where did I set it to take me?
Exactly where you're standing.
No, but oh. So I made the wait. I'm sorry. So what I did was the create TARDIS 1, and then the E part was the where it was going to take me to.
Yeah. So the E. So this world, which is Mindfair world, and to this position.
What is so? So E is Mindfair world. I gotcha. Okay, so did I just come
Yeah.
from a different world?
No, same world. This is Mindfair.
Okay.
So you came from over this side to this
I
side.
gotcha. All right, I'm gonna try it
Yeah.
again in a second, but just to play around a little more. Hold on one second though.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a question.
Yeah.
Is there a way to tell which direction you're facing?
Yes. If you look at the thing there, it's got pitch and yaw. And I noticed there's a thing called here. So I think that all that data can be actually stored. So if I try, if I select this second TARDIS, for example, and I go over to, I'm gonna stand on the nose of Vern, and I'm going to make it transfer to here. So if I stand on his nose and look up into his eyes, that should then record the
No, just told me the
there you go. The pitch and the yaw, so that the direction I'm looking and all that sort of thing. So if I type in MV create Vern, and then I go E mind fair, and then I'm just going to type in the word here. I think that's going to work.
Okay.
Maybe. Or maybe I've got to put in colon here. No, it's not giving me that. Oh, MVP create might help. No one is trying to ask me if I want to make a world. New portal selected. Do you want to go into that TARDIS and see if you end up with me and if you're looking up into the eyes?
Okay.
So instead of typing in the coordinates of X, Y, Z, you just go somewhere and then you type in here and it works. Hopefully.
Wait,
It was on
It worked.
this one here?
is the kid that's on there the kid who's coming out of work?
No,
Just
the
It'll
one who
work?
approved the
Oh, I
lead.
didn't go anywhere when I went.
Kevin?
All right, let me see if I've. No, it's not working.
Oh, little Kevin.
Let's see
Alright.
if this works.
Okay, I'll just delete that one. MVP remove Vern.
How frequently do you
Okay, so I'll try that again.
Or
Maybe
just
I
bring
didn't select it
it that way
properly.
and, like, the next time change it.
So now,
Saturday?
does the word is it actually the word TARDIS that is the command, or you're just we're just called TARDIS 9,
Yeah, it's just called TARDIS, so it's got a name for that particular portal.
but we could call it anything.
Absolutely. Like I'm just calling this one Vern, because I'm going to make it that you can stare up into his eyes like that.
Right.
And all right, do you want to try again, see if that
Yeah.
portal works? I hope so. No.
No, it's not taking me anywhere.
Okay, so maybe the here doesn't work.
Try.
I'll try it with the XYZ.
Yeah, I tried with here too, and it didn't take it.
Okay.
We'll be back on Thursday.
All right. So if I just remove that again,
So I'm seeing
and I'll put in coordinates. Okay. So, oops, coordinates.
I think it's the 19th.
Here.
It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I can.
19.
803.61.133. 803.61.103. Okay, so they're the ones I need. So I'm going to type those in and see if that works, but I haven't set the
Oh, I wonder.
Okay. Now Vern should be set. Look. Whee! Oh, you know why? I think it's because we've got multiple portals on the one thing. That causes problems.
One worked twice last week.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've tried some. Yeah, I think it's because if you do one portal on two portals on one location, it confuses it and doesn't work.
Ah, here we go. So I tried it with that red one here.
Yep.
Instead of doing E and then the name, I just did
Mhm.
here.
Ah, that's smart. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's how it's done.
Yeah.
All
so
right. Well, that's so much easier, isn't it?
That's way easy. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, that's really good. I love it when I learn new things. Okay. Here makes sense. All right, so that's perfect. So I'm just going to go back to my wonderful Making My Fair document. Today we have last session. We logged in as Steve. We set up our accounts. We set the memory, configuration of memory. Got FTP access working for everyone, and everyone's whitelisted and opt. On the world we got here, we used WorldGuard to protect the world from PvP, fire spread, and a couple of other things.
Right, thank you so much.
And then we looked at using game rule to protect the server as well. And then we put on the multiverse plugins and got a new world on, and obviously the portals. So today, what we're going to do is continue on with putting on some plugins. And the first one we're going to put on, if I haven't already, and I can't remember if I did, is the Essentials plugin, which allows you to do things like TP warp and a whole lot of other essential stuff that's needed on the server. Then we're going to be looking at putting permissions X on and looking at ranks, and we can put on some basic ranks with the idea in mind that we've got we're going to be turning the whitelist off. So since people come on, we've got to have special permissions set up for them, so they can do things but not destroy things. So we're going to set up some basic ranks there. Then we're going to install plots and set up a basic plot world, again going back to the rank permissions to make sure that people can use them. And then we've got the PE server. Now the PE server is very similar, the whole system, and I've already grabbed some really nice little plugins for a PE server that we can put on. So that kind of gives you the chance to sort of do it all again, but see how we can do it as a PE server. Now that we've got the ability to convert any world to a PE or Windows 10 or Education Edition world, we've got a whole lot of new wonderful things that we can do there. The other thing is that I was given a number of servers when they kind of were stopped. I got NettyPlay server, I've got Husky Mudkip server, and all the wonderful things that came with that. So I've got many builds that are legally mine now. So yeah, you don't have to worry about trying to find a builder for something. I've probably got a build that matches whatever you need, including hubs and a lot. So yeah, that's pretty handy to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So that's the plan today. And then we're pretty much ready to sort of continue on from there after today's session of building up both of the servers. And then I think we'll need to schedule a time where we can say, well, let's look at the future, what's going to be on the servers, you know, how we're going to market it, all that sort of stuff. So away we go. Yeah. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to go onto FTP, which I'm doing here.
Sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question. If you set up one server on Acliz and you start up another server on Acliz, can you warp from one server to the other server?
Good question. You can't from a PE to a Java.
No, right,
They're apples and oranges. But I have been looking into the fact that we want to have multiple servers where you can transfer from one to the other. Now, I was looking at just an hour ago the system that I used to use, which is called LilyPad, and that's how I did Husky Mudkips, so multiple server. And it looks like that hasn't been updated for about 3 years, but there are new systems out there that allow us to do it. So I figured what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a support ticket. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm going to put a support ticket to Accolades and ask them what they suggest the best way of doing it.
But like,
someone told them. So yeah, there is some that I've quickly looked at, but they look like they're very much behind the scenes coding style, where LilyPad was a bit easier to use. So our ultimate goal is, yes, we are going to have multiple servers. So for example, we're allowed 3 servers running at the same time. I think 3, yeah. And so we'd have the PE server running, 1 survival server running, and 1 creative server, which will have the mini games as well. So that's pretty much how it's going to work. So
Awesome.
yes, we will have that. Yeah.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
So all the different like game modes and servers, will they be like will there be different servers or just different worlds within the server?
We're going to have 2 major servers. For now, we're just doing it on the 1 server until I work out how it's going to be done. And once we work out how to do it on the 2 servers, bang, it'll be really simple to set up. So for now, it's kind of going to look a bit like the existing one where we've got that plugin called Per World Plugins that allows plugins to only work on certain servers. For example, we've blocked World Edit working on the survival server, for example, things like that. Okay, so that's pretty much how it's going to be for now. And one day you're going to see me go, oh my God, okay, I've worked it out. And then suddenly it'll be 2 servers. And you won't notice a difference when you're playing, that it's swapping between the servers. With Husky Mudkips, because it was a mega server, we had 20 servers running.
Wow.
We basically made a server, a game. So he could afford that. It's something like $2,500 a month. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
I mean, I would assume that's a lot more efficient, considering modular programming and everything.
Yeah, it was really, really good. You know, we put a game down, we just take that server off, put a new game up. Much better. We didn't have to worry about inventories and that sort of thing. We could, you know, make some servers VIP servers, that sort of thing. So it was pretty cool at the time. But, all right, so let's move on. I'm just going to check on FTP here. Go on to our, there we go, start a new tab. Load, here we go. All right, so on our new server, we have connecting, hurry up, connecting. Connect, down it. Of course you don't want to connect. There we go, welcoming message, phew. All right. I just want to make sure that I've put the Essentials plugin on the server itself. Plugins. There we go. Okay. So plugins, and I haven't yet. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'll quickly put in the Essentials plugins. There's a couple of them that we need. So, all right, here they are. Essentials is pretty much the first plugin we've ever put on to any server. It's just so good. So I'm going to put on Essentials X chat, and the group manager. Okay, so pasting them on now. Thank God they won't take long. Yep, that's good. And click OK. All right. And then what we're going to do is, if someone could get onto the Acrylics Command Center and restart the server in a second, I'll let you know when. Okay, we can restart. Who would like to do that?
I could do that.
Lovely. There we go. All right, so that'll put the essentials thing on. Now, there are commands for essentials. Oh, I forgot to put Volt on. Put that on in a second. All right. Voila. So in there, I've put the link to the essentials.
Ooh, seems like it's already working.
Woohoo! All right. Volt, the essentials economy won't work because Volt I don't think I've put on. I'll just double check. Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, that's what's working. Phew.
Yep, the balance and everything is seems to be working.
Ah, champion. All right, so that is good. I like it when it works straight away. You might have noticed that on our existing one, there's been an issue. Gamers Jazz is in a corrupted world sector. So I just need to delete his data file and move him out of there.
Yeah,
So
so that's causing the server to crash whenever
whenever he
join.
goes on. Yeah. And that's a classic thing when you get a corrupt server chunk. There are ways to fix that, but I'm tempted not to bother with that section at the moment. And yeah, so we'll just give him back his stuff by deleting his data file, and he can join afresh and get his new stuff. Okay, so we now have this. So if you click on that link, please, and we'll have a look at the commands and everything that's available. Okay. Gee, my machine's slow. Okay.
So essentially, this is no pun intended. This is where when we ban a player, it's coming from essential.
Exactly.
Okay.
There are some that are basic that are sort of built in the game, like game mode and stuff, but this also does game mode and fly and give and quite a few other things. So some are really, really cute that, you know, kids can use, and other ones we only want admins to use. So right now, if we made a rank, none of these really could be used unless we set them up. Like,
So I was intrigued by break, and it's kind of neat to have the power of looking at a block and breaking it.
yes.
It's kind of funny because it took a lot
God
longer for me
mode.
to type in /break as it would have to break it, but
Right?
Anybody want to set me on fire, for example, /burn? And-
Ooh.
yeah, now you got power. Hey! Yay! So yeah, oh my god, he won't stop. I
I'm
got
gonna
it.
stay for 10 seconds.
Yes. All right, see, you can see it actually did damage me, which is very cool. Game mode. So basically, these are the commands that we want them to be able to use. Obviously, /burn is not one of them.
Right.
So now, what we're going to do? Where is it? Okay. Now, you notice at the top of that link there, it says command list, and we've got permission list as well. If you click on permission list.
now wait, is the burn working? Because I just tried it. I tried to burn effect.
Yeah, I died almost.
And it might be on
But
my
no,
game mode.
Burn
1.
effect 3 seconds. Are you on fire right now? Effect.
Yeah, I see.
Kind.
I see fire.
He's
on
in,
it.
yeah, he's in game mode C, so it won't continuously burn him.
Oh, interesting.
Aha.
So burn me if you want.
There
Let's
we go.
see. My burn self. Nope.
Maybe.
No, not really. I could probably do it with my name.
Okay, I'm
There it
definitely
is.
going to try.
Yeah.
Nice.
Huh.
Don't burn.
Yay. Ah, that's so cool. Not often you get to burn the boss. All right, so if you click on permissions list at the top of that document there, we've seen the two things that really matter, the commands and the permissions. So
Wait, on
these
which
are the...
document? I'm sorry. Okay, got it. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So you can see there the module, the command, and the permission. Now, these are the permissions that we need to set on the ranking of the, let's say there's going to be a default ranking. You might call it a Mindfarian rank. Then you got admin and then senior admin, owner, whatever the ranks are. These are the permissions that we set, essentials.backup, essentials.ban, whatever it is.
So wait, I'm sorry. So are you looking at it are you looking at the, in the server, in the host, in Acliz right now, or?
No, I'm actually looking at the, hang on, I'll share screen, might be easier.
That document?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I
But
just
do
share
you
screen.
modify, there's a file that you modify though, in order to?
Yeah. There's actually commands that we run and tell that these things here are going to be for whatever rank. And we're going to actually set that up right now. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is, if I go back to my making mind fair, so that was this thing here. And now we're going to actually do the ranks. I think we've already installed permissions X. I'll just double check that. No, we haven't. Okay, so I'm going to quickly install permissions X. Permissions X. Where are you? Where are you? Maybe I have installed it. No.
But for essentials, should there be a permissions file that we would change, or that's going to happen?
It's not really. No, the essentials, you don't have to do anything really. Once it's on, it's on, which is really nice. So this is the permissions X folder that we're going to use, plugin we're going to use. So I'm just going to pop that in.
By the looks of it, it's the permission thing is really just a Java method. So that's all you need to edit.
All right. So if someone could restart the server for me. And while we're doing that, there's a new wonderful place to go to. I'll just pop this into here. Voila. That was wrong. Let me try that again. Oh, where's my permissions one? Oh, yeah, that was permissions one. I think. No, it didn't copy. Okay, sorry.
I see. But there's a permissions.yml file. Is that what we would modify?
Well, yes and no. That is actually what's going to be modified. And it is possible to open that document and modify, but you put one little thing out of place, all the permissions go completely kaput.
Okay, so do you do it from in the game?
In-game, yeah. In-game, yeah, or on console. So that's fine.
Oh, I see. Right.
So that link I put there now is correct. I think. No, it's not. Oh, where did I put it? It's not the permissions one. Okay, hang on. I'll just quickly find the permissions X document.
Is Tracy in there eating or no?
Permissions X commands. Here we go. I'll get you the right link. That's the one I use. Okay, 1 second. I'll give you the right link here. There, that's the one.
Permissions X is running active.
Woohoo! Okay. So just for this exercise, I'm going to make an executive decision of the ranks, which of course are just dummy ones for now, and we'll then work out, what you guys really want for the ranking later. But I'm going to set up 3 ranks. The first one's going to be what we call the default rank, the one that you get instantly as soon as you log in. and that one we're going to call Minefarian.
Okay.
Okay.
And how are you entering that, or how are you? Can I make that? Can I?
Yep. So if you look on my thing here, are you looking at the document here that I've
I am
linked?
now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Permissions X document, and you can see down here where it says contents. There's
Mhm.
users, group management, default group management, that sort of thing. So we're going to be
Okay.
looking at the group management here. Now, where's the actual commands? Yep. So what we're going to do is actually set up our groups. Now, because I do this very rarely, I always come to this and try and work out how. So here we go. Users management. Here we go. So what we're going to do is make a new group command. Where is it?
Group add, would that be it? Or
Yeah, well, where is that? I'm trying to
I
find
see
it.
that under group management. I see PX,
Yep.
user, group add, group. But do you have to define the group first?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. We've got
Group set. Well, there's group set. Set user group to group. But
yeah, we haven't got the users yet. We're trying to find the actual group. So
I see group space set, and then the word whatever the group is going to be. Is that what you do? But it says PX. But it says PX user group set group world. So
yeah, not yet. So you got
Okay.
PEX group, PEX groups list. Then you got the prefix.
and then there's set default group.
Right.
I see set default group. Is that what you wanted?
Very soon. We've got to make
Okay.
the group first.
PX group. No, that's
So we've got PEX group, add permission. Got to set the actual group itself.
Would you want there's the prefix. I see where that is. Group create parents. No.
PEX group. It's here somewhere. It's an add, I think.
Should be because there's PEX group name delete. Shouldn't there be group add?
Yeah.
PEX group. Nope, that's not it. Oh, PEX group
It's so
add.
obvious.
But then it says permission. So it's PEX group, the group name, add. Then it says permission and then world. So is that part of that? Or is that not it? No.
No, it's not it yet. Let's just try.
User add.
All right, I'm gonna just try setting up a fake one called test. Let's see if I can remember the command. Because I normally use the ones that are just, promoting someone or something. So /PEX, and then we got group, and then let's call it test, add, error. It says I don't have enough permissions.
Oh, I think I know how to do something.
Yep. Can I go /PEX?
Okay,
Yep.
In the console, can you type in /PEX group owner create?
If you're doing it in the console, do you mean the console? If it's the console in Actlis, you don't need the / right?
That's correct.
So it'd be PEX group owner create.
I think you're right.
And that would create the owner group.
Where do you see
I'm going
that?
to try that. Test. Yeah, it doesn't have permission. I don't have permissions to do it there, so I definitely tried in the
Or
okay. I think he's onto it. It looks like we can't do it actually in game, which is weird.
yeah, because I think by default we're not set as like owners or ops in their eyes, so we're gonna have to do it by the console.
That makes sense.
So
All
I just
right.
did
Yeah.
something- I just did PEX group, like you said. I just did PEX group in the console, and it says registered groups, and it says default 0. And then Kevin just did something, so let's see what yours says.
It looks like
So we're doing PEX groups. You did the same thing I did, and then
right, so I'm going to try one PEX. So I'm going to type in PEX group.
add maybe.
And then I'll call it test add. Error. Okay, keep trying. We're going to get
Yeah, I
this.
just did. Both of us got the error. So PEX group add.
Add
Yes, that's what I'm trying, but that's not working.
test. Okay, PEX help. All right, here we go.
Yeah, so I have it. There's no groups right now, is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, yeah. This is easily normally. Oh my gosh, I do this all the time. It's amazing, isn't it? We will get
And
this.
currently registered users, I see if I do PEX users list.
All right, let's try that create instead of add.
Maybe, yeah.
Instead. PEX.
Oh, I got it.
How'd you
So
do it?
it was PEX group, the name of it, create.
Aye. See, this is why we got Phil here. All right, do you want to set up 3?
Like I said, PEX group blank create. Yeah.
Excellent. Do you want to remove those or delete those two, the
Sure.
test and test 2?
PEX group test remove. Nope. PEX
Try and
group
delete.
Oh, also, before, also another thing,
delete works.
to make
Okay.
everyone like op in their eyes, I think the command is PEX user, the player's name, and then just the asterisk.
Yep. All right. So could you set up one called Mindfarian, one
Yeah.
called admin,
Group.
and one called
Mine variant. What did I do before? It was create.
mm-hmm.
All right, we created mine variant.
Okay, and then one called, how about moderator or just mod?
PEX group. What was it?
Moderator.
Moderator.
Moderator. Create. Got it.
Excellent. And one called admin.
Group admin create. Okay, so right now we have Mindfarian, moderator, admin.
Exactly. And in the real one,
We
we'd
have
have
Rising Star also, or is that?
Yes, that would definitely be another group. Do you want to put that in right now so we can play with the prefix?
Sure, PEX. So funny, group, Rising Star, I guess, all word.
All together, yep.
Create.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good.
And what we would do is things like the Rising Star or that sort of thing, they might have the exact same permissions
Right.
as the Mindfarian, but with a few little extra things.
Yeah.
Well, and will it tag them as such?
Yeah, and then they would have their own prefix, which we'll look into as well. Okay, so we are now ready. Yep, sorry.
Can you permissions X op everyone? The command is PEX group user. PEX
I'll do it.
user, then the player name, space, and then the asterisk. I believe that's like the opping, so we can just do all those commands right in Minecraft.
All right. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We can do that for now. I stuffed the command up. So it's PEX user. So you for each person we're going to do it. Crashed on me.
I put it in the Discord, or what an example
All
would
right.
be like.
Lovely. Okay. Console crashed on me. Come on, come on back. Manage.
Oh wait, sorry.
There we go. It's loading again. So PEX.
You would have to add the word add, just as I redid it in
Okay.
the Discord.
I'll just do mine first. That's stuff. Okay, that's easy.
Now I have a question. Do you think, I'm just thinking, you know, we have Mindfair is this weekend, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes to promoting the server, if we're going to find a way to do it, should we, what would be our best approach to decide, like, do we want to, I mean, I'm not sure that we want to promote this new one yet, you know, we might not be ready, but at the same time, if we decide to, it would get people in, you know, based on this weekend. I don't know what people's thoughts are, or I guess mostly Lynn, in terms of what we need to do to feel like it's ready.
All right, yeah. I think if we set a date, and if you, I'll show you one thing. I'll just go get something.
Oh, we could say coming soon.
Yeah. Show you something we're doing for Mind Gauge. Okay. Now, let me just stop sharing for a second. Buttons. Okay, stop sharing. Okay, so this is an example. There we go. So this is an example what we're doing to promote the Mind Gauge one at Dubai. We've got a little voucher, and that voucher gives you a free rank. So if you've gone to Mindfair and you actually been a proper thing, then maybe the rank Mindfarian is for people who've got, you know, one of these cards or
that's a great
whatever.
idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's, yeah, you wouldn't believe my suitcase is half full of this sort of stuff. I haven't got room for clothes. So
Those are great, but so, but I don't know if we, I wonder if we can get anything together quick enough. I mean, we might be able to
that was
put
made in 2 days. That's just a Vista card.
Yeah.
So that was really, really cool, and they're pretty cheap too. So if you had, like, I don't know, 200 of those made up, and you could just say, you know, when the new server opens, you will have access to the new rank, something like that. So that's a possibility. And we got that made up in half an hour, and then we just went on to Vistaprint. That bit was done on Photoshop pretty quick. Went on to Vistaprint, and yeah, Garrett said to come to me, and in 3 working days, business days, that we're here. So it was, yeah, pretty cool. Otherwise, you could just announce.
Yeah, I mean, I could put it on the TV screens at the stages. There are certain things we could do. But yeah, but in other words, I wonder if we should put the address as that, like, what is it right now? It's aclis.
Yeah. Later on, you're going to be changing that anyway, but yeah, it's possible to use that address. It's whitelisted at the moment, so that's cool that you know, when it's open, it will be unwhitelisted. But yeah, that's an option anyway of how we've quickly done it, which means today I'm doing this exact thing. I've got to go and put the rankings on the server and set that up ready so they can get on from Wednesday onwards, basically. So, and I've got to show you this. I've got to show you this. Oh my God. What we're going to be doing there is we're going to get the kids to create a theatre set in Minecraft Education Edition, so they can then make a 3D world, you know, sort of thing. So I've got them to act out some scenes from my book. Check that out.
Ah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
It's falling off, but there you go. So I got these made up. I just thought, oh my God.
Mm.
So they're ready to go. All right. So now I'm just following what Felpix is saying, and I'm putting on those. I'll just share my screen again. Share. Here we go. So if I go Pex, and then I go Sir Isaac's. Oops, that was really, really good.
I'm going to try effect while you're at it.
Yeah, we'll add all permissions. And I stuffed that up. Where did I stuff
I wasn't able to do it. Did you do it you're doing it in the console?
Yeah.
I mean, not in the Aquas console?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pex user, that's what I stuffed up. Sir Isaac's. And then all permissions. No, I stuffed it up again. I got it right before. I'll just have to go check to see what he put. Pex user, that add. I've got the word add. Everything's fine. All right, so that's what it was. Okay. So Pex user, Sir Isaac's. Add that.
Oh, I did it for effect.
Yes. All right, so we should all now be able to do these commands in game, which is good. Nice. Did it work? Doesn't look like it. Oh well.
I can run the help command in game now. And
Okay.
Oh, we haven't done it. You know why? Because we haven't actually set it for Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you teach us how, and then we don't even do it for you. You teach me.
I've been forgotten.
Add star. Ah. Pex user might help. User, that's better. Now, Kevin 9988 _ X add star. Yes. All right. Now you should be right. Okay. So let's go and actually
There we
add.
go. Everything
Excellent.
works.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to add in some prefixes. So that is done. Okay, just get to the right command section. Permissions X. Okay. So if we look at the group commands, I think it is. Yes. Okay. So what we're going to do is the Mindfarian prefix, we need to add a Mindfarian, add a Mindfarian prefix to the group. So it's Pex group, Mindfarian prefix, Mindfarian. Who wants to do that one?
And that you can do in game now, or you still can't?
Yeah, you can
Okay,
now.
I'll try it in game. So it's Pex
/Pex group.
Mindfarian.
Yep, space, prefix, space, and then Mindfarian as capital this time.
Capital?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to. Okay, let's see.
Later on, we'll be able to add color, but right now we'll just get.
Can I try?
Wait, one was, I think the first one was lowercase, but the prefix will make capital.
Yeah, exactly. And what we're
Okay,
going to do is we're going to get our little test dummy here, and we're going to add Felpix to the Mindfarian group. So what we do is we go Pex user, Kevin, group set Mindfarian. Pex user.
Now let's
Kevin.
see, Kevin. I did it. I
Okay.
think. But how would we see it?
I'm a Mindfarian now.
You are a
See when he
Mindfarian.
types?
So
See that?
should I have done it Mindfarian space?
Oh, we can play with that later. But
Okay.
we know that it works. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in color. So Mindfarian might be yellow or whatever. We will turn off that where it says Mindfair. See where it says Mindfair now? That's actually the world name. We can turn that off later. So it won't have that later. That's just a essentials thing that's been set. So you can see now that Mindfarian's set. So if you'd like effect, would you like to go into the admin one and go PEX? I've got to go back to that command again. Set the prefix. So it's PEX group admin prefix admin.
And does it matter which one is like capitalized or lowercase or?
The whatever you type at the end is what will appear in front of the name. So capital A, yeah.
And okay, how would you remove a permission?
A permission.
A group or a
permission. You would. Is it be in the group command section? Have a look through there. Of that document. All right. Do you want to set yourself effect as an admin?
Okay. Oops.
Okay. So PEX user. Yay. All right. Now see how we all got red names? That's all. As soon as we turn off op, that won't happen. So you can actually set Mindfarian to be like an orange and the name of any Mindfarian to be yellow.
Ooh, cool.
So you can have some beautiful color effects happening right through that. So if in Discord, do we have colors for ranks? We do, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Yeah. So we can match those colors with the ranks in Discord. And later on, when they're actually connected properly, that will just carry through nicely. And you won't believe how important colors are for people's ranks. They get really thing about what color they are. Like, for example, I'm just a normal mid-range rank in a server called Athian, but my writing is grey, not or a certain color, not white like everybody else's. And the kids freak. Like, how did you do that? How you do that? This stuff matters to them. So you can actually get the kids to buy colors for their names.
Yeah.
You know,
buy ranks. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a possible integration with another plugin called Bycraft.
Yeah, we're doing
Bycraft. Yeah. Where you could buy ranks. But so yeah, I figured out how to delete and to add permissions. So
great, because that's the next thing we're going to be doing is adding permissions.
So yeah, I can now add and remove any permission I want.
All right. So what we're going to do is let's go back to the. We're going to set the Mindfarian as default, by the way, and I believe there was a default group thing here. Let me just go down and find that. Groups user management. No, it's up here somewhere. Default groups command. Okay, PEX default group. Okay, so we need to go PEX set default group and then Mindfarian. If someone can type that in. PEX set default group Mindfarian.
PEX set default group, 2 words.
Yeah. Then Mindfarian. So that.
Do I have to do it in the console, you think?
I don't think so.
PEX
set default space group space Mindfarian.
No, it keeps saying error.
Oh, okay.
Set PEX set SET default group Mindfarian.
Yep. Was that lowercase?
Yeah.
Exactly as you had it.
Mm-hmm.
Error
show you.
in syntax. Okay.
You're getting it too, right?
Yeah. Set the default world of group.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's weird. Try PEX default group with nothing else. PEX default group. Does that give us a
Oh, instead of set.
PEX? Yeah, just see if it comes up with a.
That worked. Mindfarian are default now. It says default groups in world. Mindfarian are default.
Okay, so it automatically made that default because it was the
But I
first one
did
we
PEX
made.
default group
Beautiful.
Mindfarian.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay.
Can you permissions X off me in effect?
What have you been doing?
Yeah. I've been testing out a few commands, and one of the commands deletes like a user completely from the database.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so hang on. Yeah. Let's do that.
I believe you can just re-op us through Minecraft now.
So would it be PEX op or just op? PEX op?
/ PEX user our name add to the group called asterisks. It's just the asterisks.
Yeah,
Right.
Just the
you can do that.
asterisks.
Great. Okay. So
Okay, you
let's
should be
go.
back in effect also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful. Very cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to give the admins the permission to ban. Okay. So the ban command, if I'm looking at the permissions thing, is essentials.ban, but there's a whole lot of sub permissions as well. There's ban.exempt, ban.notify, ban.notify, ban offline, ban.ip. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in for the admin essentials.ban.star, and that will then take all of those ban commands that admins can then do. So if that's the case, then we go to look at putting in the permissions for that group.
Okay, I think I know how to edit the permissions.
Could you put that command into the actual chat, and then we'll get one, maybe affect or them to do it. So if you just type it in with ... so it doesn't run. Okay. Use commands. Here we go. Utility commands, no boring.
All right, so I typed it in the Minecraft chat. It's just PEX group, the group name, then space add, space the permissions method, which would be like say essentials.fly or essentials.ban.
Exactly. So what we need there is effect. Do you want to do this one? PEX group admin add essentials.ban.star. Now, with the admin group, it's just called admin, isn't it? Just lowercase admin?
Yeah,
I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right then.
And then you said it's dot asterisk?
Yes, it's essentials.ban.asterisk. So that will pick up every ban command there is that's connected to that.
Okay, said it's added to the group.
Beautiful. All right, so what I'm going to do is just show you the one I've prepared earlier. This one is the actual one from the existing server we've got now. So this gives you an idea of how it's being set up on the thing. Actually, I could show you that too. Just go to here.
Also, it say like maybe you want like in the future like when we don't all have the op thing from the console, like, and it's just based on the permissions. You could also do /pex group name add asterisk, which would also give that specific group every command in pex.
Yeah, that's something I would never do, to be honest. The only reason we've got people opt on the current server is because I never had a chance to go through, and it takes hours and hours to do that. But on this new one, we'll definitely have certain specific permissions for certain specific ranks, and no one will be opt. Maybe the owner.
Right.
That's about it.
Yeah,
Just for safety.
that's good.
So what I've got here, So what I've got here is permissions X. So this is, if you're looking.
So is there? That's what I was saying. Is there a document that you could edit for each group that would? Find those permissions?
If you have a look right now on my screen, I'm on our server that we're doing now. This is the actual document that we just edited. If I right click on this, I can go to view edit, and it will download a copy and open it up in Note Plus for me.
What is that, a YML file?
Yeah. And so this is what we've just done.
You're looking at, which file are you looking at?
This is the actual config file that we've just been working on.
Which is in plugins?
Yeah, in plugins under permissions X. Do you see on my screen there in the FTP?
Wait, hold on. No, but you're in FTP or I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There.
Excuse me. Hang on a minute. I'll just go through this. So we've got the permissions X folder here, and I've just opened that up as a view to view it. And so this is the real thing. This is what we've just done. We've made groups. We've set the default here as Munfarian. Oh, actually, I see what it's done. It's got a default thing called default. So I'll fix that later. So there's the Munfarian. You can see it's put in the prefix of Munfarian. There's another one called moderator, which we've done nothing with.
Got it. Yep.
And admin, there's the admin thing there. And there's the permission that we've set. Okay, so that's how that looks. And then what it does is, in this particular style, is it then puts in the data for every single person. So you can see here, there's my ID, there's my name, and there's the permissions that I've been given. So you can actually set for a specific person, they've been given specific permissions. So if I want Effect, who's a superstar, rising star, well, further than a rising star, superstar, I can actually give him his own prefix here of superstar. Superstar. So it doesn't have to be in a rank. So that's something there. And if I want Sir Isaac, he's going to be his own group owner, but I can set his own permissions here as well. So it allows us to do that. So I'm going to close that without saving it, of course. Here's the one that is real for our current one. So you can see here we've got a group called Grand Wizard, and permissions everything. Okay. And you can see here the prefix has got the AND0 and AND-C. These are actually the color commands here. So we'll be looking at those. And you can see in here we've got a thing called apprentice. Now I believe that's no, it's not the default one, but you can see it's got a ranking here. So the higher the number, the lowest the rank. So you can actually set rank numbers, and so when you type in /promote person, it'll just put them to the next rank up. So it's really, really handy. So this one here, you can see we've got a lot of permissions set. And this one here, for example, we've got the conflict resolver permissions here, which we need to set. Plots, essentials, so they can TP. Okay, do you notice they can't, it's not .TP, it's all the other ones, so they can't just TP to anyone they like. They have to use these particular skills. World edit is available. Essentials, they're allowed to play certain blocks. They're allowed to use signs. Got kits. When we used to have a thing called Quick Shop. They can look at how much money they've got for things. We used to have Skyblock. But as you can see, there's some of these permissions are now defunct because it doesn't exist. Brief protection, more essentials, etc., etc. And you can see it starts building up a lot. But the cool thing is, once you've got all those in, what you can do is you can do an inheritance. So this journeyman inherits everything that you just saw from Apprentice and adds a few more.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can see the rank now is 900. So if I promoted someone from the last rank to this rank by PEX promote person, it automatically puts them into this rank and they get these extra fun things. The star, as you can see, inherits straight from Apprentice, but doesn't get any extra permissions. They just get the thing of Rising Star, which looks very pretty. So that's a really, really quick and easy way of doing it. So once you've set up the basics for the default, yeah, it's pretty simple. That I'm happy to work with someone and we'll do at a later stage. Don't have to do all that today. So that's not a problem. And as you can see, once people get in, there's a lot of information here. Away we go. All right, so that's that bit done. The nuts and bolts of how permissions work. And I believe that those permissions we then transfer across to another server if we've got 2 servers running. So pretty simple. Okay, so that's permissions. Now, what I want to get you to do is do plots, which is, again, pretty easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put plot squared onto the server now. And plot squared is written by a lovely guy called Empire 92. He's just, he's the one that is just awesome. He's a friend of mine, and he's written me a couple of fun plots, plugins as well. So what I'm going to do now is just quickly put plot squared on, which is the newest, latest version of plots. Voila. Okay, so once we restart the server, I'm going to get you guys to make some plot worlds. Yeah, pretty simple. And then I'm going to show you, or even take you to my server and show you how advanced plots work, which is cool. I really love that. Okay, who would like to restart the server, please?
I can do that.
Thank you. Okay. And I will then load up the wiki for plot squared. Voila. Okay. Okay. Man, they're going crazy on that chat. Discord's going nuts on me. All right. Beautiful. Okay. Has that been restarted?
Yep, it's good to go.
Oh, thanks for the color code. That's all right. I'm just going to paste in a command there. Okay. So this is how you create a plot world. It's /mv create, the name of the world. You can call it test 1, normal, -g, and then plot squared is the engine that we use to run to make the plot world. So if you want to do one with your names, that would mean you can make a plot world each, which you can delete later.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll come back in. There we go. So I'm going to make my own MV create lin plot. Normal minus G and plot squared. Okay, did that work for everyone? Did it say complete?
No, mine said invalid generator.
Okay, make sure it's plot squared, capital P,
Oh,
capital
P.
S.
There we go. Starting to create. Yep, there it is.
And where are you doing this? I'm sorry. Is this in game?
Yeah,
Or,
in game, yep.
so what
Just
am I
come in.
doing? I totally stopped. I stepped away.
That's all right. We're going to get you to create your own plot world. So the command I put in that chat there is /mv create Steve plot. Normal.
Okay. So that's a whole world though that I'm creating.
Yeah. Yep.
So slash. I'm sorry. So let me see. /mv create. Okay, plot squared.
Mm-hmm.
And these are
MV.
worlds within the Mindfair world.
No, these are separate worlds.
Separate worlds. Okay.
Yeah.
But you
So
could,
we're going
you
to
could
TP to them in a
teleport
minute.
between them.
Yes.
So MV create Steve plot
Mm-hmm.
normal -G, all that.
Yep. Exactly as you see it there.
Okay.
And then once you've made it, MVTP, and then the name of your world.
And is there a way to MVTP Steve plot?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Slash. Okay.
Okay, now try go into a plot and then go /plot claim. Claim a plot.
Boom.
There you go. That's how easy it is to make plots.
Okay.
Now, the other thing that we can do, which I'm not going to bother with today, but you can change the size of the plot. You can change the grass to something else. You can change the width of the paths and all that sort of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to my server, and I'm just going to give you the address, which is a pretty easy one. minegauge.g.acklitz.
Minegauge. Is it GAUGE or no GAG?
GAGE.
Okay. Dot what?
Hang on. It's minegauge.g.acklitz.
Yeah. .net.
.net. Okay, so come and join me there. Join server.
Oop, failed to connect. I'm not whitelisted.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me just turn off whitelist. Whitelist off.
Failed to
Okay,
connect.
now you can come in.
Nope. But let me try again.
Yep.
I'm in.
Yeah, you're in. There we go.
I'm in.
All right. Now the thing is, where did you end up?
I ended up.
What world are you on? Oh, just TP your to me. TP all. There we go. All right. Welcome to my hub.
Nice.
All right. So if you come over to theatre plots, this is one that I've set up ready for next week. Come through here. Voila.
I'm suffocating.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Really?
that's interesting.
I'm not.
There you
Nope. Nope. Something happened to me.
Okay.
go. All right. Now, what I'd like you to do is go and claim a plot. Is it possible? I haven't set up perms properly yet.
Yeah, we need the plots.claim permission.
Okay, let me just drop you all. Not up all. Okay, that was slack. Yeah.
I
Okay,
claimed
now.
and it's now a massive wood wall.
Yes. Okay, so what we got here is a theatre stage that you can build on.
Oh, that's unique.
Yeah, yeah, and that plot, anything in there you can change. So you can make the curtain green, you can make the stage whatever. So this is called templates, and you can set it that you can have a template as soon as the world gets built, like the one I did in the creative, where you get the Mindfair logo on the bottom. And when you claim it, it becomes a blank space, so you can then build. Or you can do it this way, where you've got a schematic where if they claim the plot, suddenly this schematic appears and they can then just build on it.
So I have to go inside that after I claimed it?
Yeah. See,
but it looks like I have to walk all the way around it.
Yeah, I put the schematic sideways.
Okay, no, that's cool. Wow, neat.
So
It's very
there we
dark
go.
in here. Wow.
So, yeah, so this is basically what the kids are going to be doing at my school next week, and also in Dubai. They're going to
Wow.
be building sets. So once they've used my special swords that you've seen and acted out a scene, they're then going to make the scene for the dungeon area. And then they can say, oh, stuff you, I'm going to go build my own, which they can, or they can build mine, whichever they want to do. So I just wanted to show you some of the advanced things you could do. And you can see the path of this one's much wider. The other one was 7 across. This one's 21 across. So there's some really cool things that we can do as well when it comes to plots for the new world. I kind of like the idea of still having the logo as one of the templates in the plots for the new one as well, because that's unique. But yeah, there's lots of different things you could do. So let's go back to the other one now, and we'll actually do what we made. All right, disconnect. And then what we can do is later on, we'll be able to go in and set the Mindfarians with all the correct permissions to be able to claim a plot and do all these cool things and TPA and all that sort of stuff. Okay. So if you just go to MVTP and then to Mindfair, so everybody's on the main world again.
So what are you saying? I'm sorry. Go back to Mindfair.
To Mindfair, yeah.
Okay.
And then you can
I'm
MV.
I'm going to be logging off in a little bit because
yeah, we're pretty much finishing up now anyway.
Okay.
Pretty at the end. So we're just going to delete these guys, and then when I get back from Dubai, we can organize a meeting and then discuss
Awesome.
about what we can do. Yeah. So that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it would have been lovely to have this ready for the next, thing, but it's not going to be.
Okay.
Yeah. Deleted it. Good. Okay, so delete your things. MV delete.
I like how it asks you to confirm just to make sure.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Now, what that actually does is it completely deletes it from the server, so it's taken it away completely. So, if you just want to remove it from the list so people can't get to it, but you haven't deleted the world, then you just remove it to delete.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then bring it back later if you want, or
Yeah, you can then import it again.
cool.
Helps if I type the right thing. There it is. Also, you can go to MV space list and it'll list all the worlds that are there. So you can see mine is still there because I keep stuffing it up. I've got to type it in exactly as I did it. Capital L in plot. Now we're right. I should be able to delete that. Deleted. Okay. So that's it, guys. We've pretty much gone through everything. I did want to sort of start the PE, but we can do that just as fun together at a later date. And it's pretty much the exact same.
Have you played around with that one though? Because it's a different PE.
Yeah, I have. I've done it on another server I did, which I'm going to get rid of. And I've got some plugins available now. So I'm happy to just quickly set up the PE server, chuck the plugins on, and then let it go from there.
And the one with the plugins that you have, it is spawning mobs and stuff? Because I know by default it wasn't doing that.
All right, I'll have to look into that. Yeah, maybe I've played with that too much. Yeah. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah,
We did.
definitely.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you
feel
very
free
much.
to- Oh, you're welcome. Feel free to add permissions onto this. Remember, you can't stuff it up. It's a play one. I'll set up a proper permissions thing. Are you happy for? We could set up something like a thing called guest as default, and Mindfarian as the people who've been to the Mind Fair. And we can set it up that if they go onto, say, Bycraft website, that they type in the voucher name, it'll give them that prefix, but it won't give them any extra permissions. It just gives them that prefix, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, so we can set that up in a later date. So we might set this one up as just guest, then Mindfarian, moderator, admin, owner, or something like that. And
Awesome.
and Rising Star, of course.
Yeah.
And maybe YouTuber for the big stars that come in.
Yeah, that would be great. And before we do log off, though, Kevin, Layla keeps telling me to say hello.
Oh, what?
Layla wanted me to say hello to you, Kevin.
Hello.
And thanks,
Mhm.
Kevin, for coming.
Yes.
I'm so glad you're here. God, so cool. All
Okay,
right.
hold up. I am testing something with the colors and the prefixes, so
Oh, have
be on-
fun.
I'll be on the server
you
for a little more.
Now, does
Anytime you want to
Okay.
get on, just come and do it, okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
so Kevin has the permissions he needs now to do
Woo!
that.
Okay, so I set the admin to be
I
green.
see. I see that.
Yep, he's away now. Oh, there's no stopping him.
Cool.
There we go. All right then, guys. I'll
All right.
let you go and enjoy the rest of your
Thanks,
night. No worries, anytime.
All right.
Okay.
Well, have fun in Dubai.
I
Yeah.
certainly will. I promise.
Yes. Cool.
Okay, guys.
All right. Well, have a great
I'll
night
talk to you
or
soon.
day or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it. right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.